Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers named Russell Wilson the starting quarterback for week one against the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of people are up in arms about this and complaining and just making a big deal out of this. And I totally get that, especially, you know, every game matters in the NFL. There are no off weeks. It's not like the MLB, NBA, hockey, etc. Every week matters, and you really got to take advantage of every single game to just get as many dubs as you can, especially early on, man. But yeah, I mean, it's not great news. I really think Russell Wilson is washed. Obviously, it's not a hot take. He's looked pretty awful the last few years, and I feel like if you can't make it work with Sean Payton, how is he gonna look good with Arthur Smith? Fair play, he didn't have a lot of weapons last year, but Cortland Sutton is a fine receiver. You know, the Steelers right now have George Pickens. Dude has a lot of potential to be a star in this league, but other than that, a lot of unproven guys. Sure, they have a solid, reliable tight end, but that run game, I like Jalen Warren, Najee Harris. I'm good, but yeah, the best news in the world. But at the same side of that, Mike Tomlin actually had a quote during an interview saying that Raheem Morris better be prepared for Justin Fields because we're gonna have a lot of packages for him for that game, and it's just a clear indication, man, that yeah, Russell Wilson is going to be the starter, but Justin Fields is going to see a lot of playing time regardless. And in a matter of time, Russell Wilson will get benched. I'm assuming by like week 4, week 5. If he was still the starting quarterback for the Steelers by week 7, I'd be pretty shocked. I'd be pretty shocked. Like, that would mean that he is doing pretty well. He's going off, and I don't see that as a possibility. Like, Bill Belichick had a quote once, it doesn't matter who you are, what player you are, what level of football you're playing in. You can't overcome bad coaching. And I just don't know how you can't make it work with Sean Payton and expect to make it work with Arthur Smith. Yes, Russell Wilson wasn't awful last year. The Broncos were like 8-9, but I'm telling you, he just looked really flat, man. He looked really, really flat, and it's a downgrade from the coaching perspective. I just don't see how it's going to work out. And Justin Fields being a full-time starter is just, it's bound to happen. I expect it by like week 4, week 5. Again, shocked if Wilson is still the starting quarterback by week 7. Let me know what y'all think about this news. Did the Steelers make the right choice? Did they not? I mean, if I was Mike Tomlin, I definitely would have rolled with Justin Fields. I mean, he's still a young guy. He still has a lot of potential. We don't know his true ceiling yet. Yeah, he's an elite ball carrier, and he was pretty inaccurate throwing the ball last year, but, if you kind of mold him, if you kind of be patient with him, if you just draw up good game plans and put him in the right system, I still feel like he could be a successful starting quarterback in this league. We'll have to see, man. I would have had and just be his backup because we know what he is. He's over the hill. He's past his prime. If he's got to come in there and start in the middle of the year or whatever, try to win some games to make them in the playoffs, go on some sort of magical Russell Wilson run, I feel like that would have been better. But, Mike Tomlin does what Mike Tomlin does, and fair play to him. This could be his last year as the Steelers head coach. By the way, a lot of smoke there last couple of years with him kind of hinting at his time may be up, and I feel like if he doesn't win a playoff game this year, or if he misses the playoffs, I think it would maybe be time to part ways. It's been a long time since the Steelers won a playoff game. Yes, they haven't had a losing season in a long time, and that's really, really impressive, man. I'm not taking anything away from him in regards to that, but you're kind of treading in the territory of mediocrity, because if you just continually are these 9-8 teams, these 10-7 teams, your draft capital is going to be low, and you kind of get stuck in the middle where you're good enough to be in that average range, but not bad enough to actually add really good talent to your team. So could be Mike Tomlins last year. I would be really surprised if Russell Wilson was back with the Steelers a year from now as well. I feel like Justin Fields could have a future in Pittsburgh, but we'll have to find out. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this news, and yeah. But as far as the packages go for Justin Fields, expect a lot. Like, don't just expect, QB draws or option plays or any of that. Expect, like, real red zone quarterback plays. Like, he's going to draw it back and throw it, and he's going to look good, man, because it's going to be a change of pace. And, when you game plan, the Falcons are going to be game planning for Russell Wilson. To add in Justin Fields, it's definitely going to be really beneficial. I mean, I don't know if anyone remembers, but, before Timmy Tebow became a full-time starter back in the day, his rookie year, he had some packages, man, and he looked good. He looked really, really good. I know a lot of them were QB draws, but he did have a few red zone PA, throwing touchdowns. So expect a similar vibe from Justin Fields. I'm excited to see it, man. I'm really excited to see it. And I'm really curious to see how the AFC North plays out. I know the Ravens lost a lot of pieces, and Bengals, Joe Burrow, his wrist, Jamar Chase acting up. I don't know. That's just a weird team. The Bengals. I love Joe Burrow, but their starting running back is Zach Moss, and Jamar Chase is in street clothes right now, and Joe Burrow can't throw 4 straight days without aggravating his wrist injury. Just weird, scary times for the Bengals. Then you got the Browns and Deshaun Watson in that defense. I trust Stefanski, but I don't trust Deshaun Watson. I know he was 5-1 as a starter last year, technically, but it's a make-or-break year, man. It's a make-or-break year. It's really a make-or-break year for a lot of teams in the AFC North. I'd say for the Bengals and Joe Burrow's health, I mean, come on, bro. If Joe Burrow was hurt again this year, that's like 4 major injuries, and he's officially injury-prone. And his career is definitely kind of would take a huge hit, man. That'd be really scary territory. And then you got Browns, Deshaun Watson. Is it finally officially going to be the worst trade in NFL history, or one of them? And then you got the Steelers. Mike Tomlin's last dance, perhaps. Very fascinating stuff, man. Really excited, and I know y'all are too. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I got for right now. Peace.
Creating space and being a big target. That's what we've seen out of this guy today, Phil.
No doubt about it. He is a talented tight end. In the NFL, the coaches are doing a better and better job of finding ways to get tight ends more chances to catch the football, and this guy's taking advantage of them so far here today. You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Halfway through the third quarter. And Lowry's there to make the tackle.